Hey Taurus, welcome to your love reading for July 2019. We are looking at how your partner feels about you and how you feel about them. Taurus, this is for you for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. It is a love reading. It also pertains to your descendant sign as well. So if you are a Taurus rising, for instance, if you are a Scorpio rising, then this Taurus video may have some insights for you with regards to your relationships. Thank you so much for all of your support so far. Please do continue to offer that support. I really appreciate it to help the channel grow. And yeah, to have more people, I guess, see these messages. So yeah, please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You can also donate as well to the channel. That greatly helps to support what I do. You can also purchase the extended readings as well if you wanted more clarity, and also another way to support the channel. I also provide mugs. I'm drinking one now, like Virgo mugs and all sorts of stuff. Astrology, t-shirts, mugs, whatever you want really, bed sheets. I'm on Teespring as well, so check me out there as well. It's just all different ways to support what I do and provide these readings to you every month. So I've gone ahead and shuffled the deck. And looking here, we're starting out with the Nine of Pentacles. We've got what's driving you. We've got the Chariot here. Okay, so we're feeling quite successful. We've got the Star card. Wow. Okay, what's going on here, Taurus? It's been a good month, or going to be a good month. We've got the Seven of Cups, which is not a bad card for love reading. And then we've got the Nine of Wands. So these are all your feelings here. We're going to pull clarifiers to find out how your partner feels as well. And then after I've clarified that, I'll then be clarifying the actual kind of karmic status of the relationship, what's really going on behind the scenes, spiritual, actual guidance as to what to do next. And also pulling some more cards from the Oracle deck just to get some more messages from spirits to confirm exactly what steps are best to be taken next. Trying to get all these cards in the screen, so forgive me, you see me shuffling around. It's just because of that. Sorry. I think I've got it. I should put like little markers down or something so I know. But yeah, okay, so base the deck, we've got the Hermit card. I believe this is the Hermit card. There's no names on these, so it's almost like an oracle deck because you have to kind of use your intuition, but I'm quite sure this is the lovely Hermit card. So it could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. You have the Nine of Pentacles as well, which is also Venus in Virgo. So it could very much be that you're in love with a Virgo at the moment. Okay, that's lucky Virgos, eh? I don't know any Tauruses, so I don't know. Maybe it's Taurus rising or something. But yeah, it looks like here you are either in love with a Virgo or feeling very confident on your own, feeling very powerful and strong within yourself, especially in terms of being able to make money for yourself, creating stability for yourself. You may also feel very kind of lonely in a room full of people kind of energy. That can be this kind of thing where you've got everything that you want, but what you really want is just that one person to connect with, to talk to share your dreams with, to build, to kind of share maybe your wealth with as well. If you have created a lot of wealth, you maybe want someone that you can enjoy your wealth with. Like if you are going to travel, have someone with you and things like that. So you want to maybe put all this lovely money that you've made to good use. You may feel that way as well. Like you want to do something else with it. Like you feel like you're on the verge. You want to expand. That's how I feel with this card. Like you'd like to expand and really kind of put your money where your mouth is. Getting that as well. Or like extending yourself in some way monetarily. Creating security for somebody else. I'm getting here as well. About wanting to give or but yeah, it looks like there's not much that you want for. It's not really anything that you want for. But you do feel very much on your own, even with it ending here with the Nine of Wands as well. Which just talk about someone being on their own. So you could be quite tired of being on your own, and towards the end of the month, even though we've got these beautiful kind of love, like it's quite a positive reading, you are feeling very powerful. You're feeling very confident. I think it's just you're just tired of being on your own, to be honest. You're just like, I'm tired of being on my own. You intend to put yourself out there with the Seven of Cups. You intend to kind of explore your options, see what's out there, see who you can share your life with. In the past, it looks as if maybe a dream came true in some way. You could have met an Aquarius as well. This is an Aquarius card. Maybe this Virgo's got strong Aquarian energy in their chart. Also got the Cancer card here as well. We've actually got fire, water, earth. We just don't have air, although Aquarius is here. So we've got all the elements here. So I feel like you're quite grounded. You're in quite a good space. And I think you're just ready to move. If I was going to really simplify it, I mean, basically that's what's happening. You're just ready to take on new challenges. You will feel, though, towards the end of the month that you may feel a bit bogged down, or you may feel a little bit war-torn. You may even feel a little bit defensive, because the Nine of Wands can be someone who's deliberately pushing people away, someone who's deliberately keeping themselves single. And that could be what's happening here. Maybe you've met someone in the past that was your dream, and right now you're the hermit. You're on your own. You're enjoying being on your own. Got a lot of cards here that say that you are kind of happy being on your own in some way, or you're deliberately being on your own maybe as well, or maybe it's been that way for some time, and you have gained a lot of insight through it, and you are very strong and powerful at the moment with regards to like feelings of your own security, and that could be not just monetary. It could just be just a real good feeling of security within yourself, like you know yourself, you know your strengths, you know your value, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, probably more importantly. And I think that could be what this Nine of Wands is about. Like, you just know what you don't want, and you're not going to settle. That's the thing as well. You're not settling, and that's because of the Chariot. The Chariot does not settle. The Chariot sees the star and thinks that it can ride up into heaven. It's like, I can do this. I can get there. It doesn't actually realize that, you need to get in a spaceship and stuff before you get there. But the Chariot is quite determined. You're quite determined, I think, to move forward. This could be all with regards to a relationship, but so far with all these kind of singular type or singledom kind of cards, it looks as if you are pursuing a relationship, or you're wanting the star. You've got a dream. It's like you've had the time out with the Hermit card. You know exactly what it is that you want. You know what it is going to make you happy. You know what it is. You know what that person may look like, sound like, be like, want, desires. It's like you kind of figured it out. You do have the Ace of Pentacles underneath there. And then we've got the Ten of Pentacles underneath there, which is fantastic. Okay, so it's looking pretty good for Ace of Pentacles. There may be a new start with this Earth sign. A solid new start in the near future with an Earth sign. And it will bring you that 10th Pentacle. And with the Death card, it will bring in a sort of transformation. And with the Hierophant card, it looks like, and then we've also got we've got the Knight of Pentacles here as well. So you've come through in the reading, which is fantastic. Also got the Fool card underneath that. So we just keep on going. The story just continues to unfold that, yes, you are looking for a marriage partner, a long-term partner. You are taking your time. You're not in any rush, obviously. But there is a new start coming, and it will require you to take a leap of faith. It will. But I feel, and then we've got the Knight of Cups under that. So, yeah. Okay, so I think for you, Taurus, you're probably used to being quite stable and predictable to an extent, in a good way. You don't make any kind of sudden movements. You kind of plan 10 steps ahead. You know what you're doing. You're always going to got a plan. That's the Knight of Pentacles. And this also talks about ideals as well. It's like you're taking your time, yes. However, you will need to kind of take a leap of faith when you know the right one comes along. And this does talk about the right one coming along with the Hierophant card here. This talks about the right one. you know. So I think you're waiting for the right one, the one that you know is meant for you, the one that you know your angels even would approve of, or, you know, it's almost like you're waiting for a God-given sign, or you're waiting for a kind of a sign, maybe, yeah, or it's like you want it to be the right one. You're not just happy with something that almost fits or is good enough. You know, you want everything because you recognize your own worth. So you're like, well, I know I'm pretty fantastic, so that person has to be pretty fantastic plus some, otherwise I'm not interested. Could be a little bit like that. But you are looking for commitment. You want a long-term relationship, and I don't think you're settling for just a relationship that isn't going to stand the test of time and make you happy in the long run. So yeah, but with the Ace of Pentacles here, you can be assured that there is a brand new opportunity on the horizon, okay? And it will bring you the Ten of Pentacles. And it's through your wisdom and knowing yourself and actually sorting. This card is also about sorting the wheat from the chaff, or the chaff, you know what I mean, where you're basically being quite discerning, but it's because you know what's valuable to you and what's not now. Not because of their objective value, but because of how they make you feel. It's a subjective thing. So you have your own standards. You know that you can't be with someone that talks a lot, maybe, because you like a lot of quiet time, or you like someone that's contemplated or chooses their words wisely, or is very poetic in how they speak, or very thoughtful in how they speak, and doesn't ramble. I mean, that could be important, but other people, they really love talking to people because they like the energy and they like the constant ideas. And, you know, so maybe for you, it's not that, you know, it's something that makes you, that you know, ticks the box for you. And that's what the Hermit card is about, knowing your truth. And also knowing what's valuable. It's like ignoring superficiality. This card is also could be about superficiality, the Nine of Coins, where you could be tired maybe of having all the superficial things. And now you're like, okay, great, so I've got a car, I've got a house, I've got money in the bank, I've got a good life. Or maybe you don't have those things, but you know, you're it's like you've got everything that you may feel that you need. You're happy, but they're not really satisfying to your soul, like your kind of your overarching ambitions maybe still haven't been met. You know, the important things, your overarching goals, which is family, relationship, sharing a home with someone. So if you've got all the things that you're supposed to have, but the things that you need or things you really want, it's like that's still kind of maybe slightly out of reach with the Star card here. And you may have realized that what you want is the Star. It's not, like I said, you're going to have to get in a spaceship. You're going to have to take, it's not going to be an easy road to kind of get there. The Chariot also said it's not going to be an easy road. It's going to be something that's going to require you to use a lot of will, to be tenacious, to be, to really keep that dream alive in your head and focus on that and go for it. And that's what the Chariot card is asking you to do. And that's really what you're doing anyway, because this is your motivating factor. You know, this could also be making something work. So if you are in a relationship, you could be feeling kind of lonely. You could have had a lot of alone time, and you're just determined to make it work. You're determined to see it through, because you feel that this is the Star. You felt like this is the one. This is what's going to make me happy. This is my destiny. You know, the Chariot card and the Star card. It's like you feel like it's destined. You're waiting on destiny. It's like you're inspired, you know, to really go for what it is that you really love and treasure and want. And so this could be, you know, you could see, this is how you foresee things going. So you could foresee things being like you kind of have lots of options. You could see yourself trying out lots of different people, maybe dating lots of people or socializing a lot, going drinking a lot. This could be also be overindulgence. You could feel like or maybe even be inundated. This could also be being spoilt for choice. So I think you see it as you will be spoilt for choice. You're going to have a lot of people to sort of sift through. It's going to be maybe tricky not to fall in love, you know, with a pretty face. That's going to also maybe be a challenge for you as well. Or not to fall in love with a lifestyle someone could be offering you, or you could be offered lots of things, and it's going to be maybe a bit of a challenge for you to stay focused on what it is that you've realized is your dream. And it could be this Aquarius person. It could be that there's lots of people interfering as well, in a sense, not deliberately, but temptations and things that could throw you off. So you could be concerned that something could throw you off. A temptation could come in if you are determined to make this work, even though you may feel a bit lonely. You think that there'll be temptations if it continues this way. And you feel like you're going to start to get curious about what's out there. But you're determined. I don't think you want to. I think you're concerned about that. You know, the Seven of Cups can also talk about being confused and concerned, and yeah. But the overall outcome here is the Nine of Wands. So we could see you here really holding on to that dream and not letting it go at all. And you could find, you could find that it's very tricky, that you could have to turn down a lot of people, go for a lot of stick, or just might get tiring. You could feel like tired, like, gosh, I've just been through like on 7 dates with 7 people in the last week or two. Now you fit that 1 date every week, every day, sorry. And you're just like exhausted, like I've had enough. You may feel that way. But the Nine of Wands says, you know what, you're really close to something. You're really close to something, so don't yeah, okay, accept what didn't work, fair enough, but don't give up on your dream. That's how the Hateman readings end, like that. Just don't give up. So you've got the Nine of Coins. Let's clarify how your partner currently feels. Okay, I can't take these cards. Okay, so we've got the Lover's card and the Emperor. Okay, so if you are dating someone currently, or if you've got someone heavily on your mind in particular, maybe it's this Aquarius, or maybe this is someone new or someone that's around. Okay, so this is Gemini. You've got Aries. So you've got Aries and Gemini here. Give you these 2 people. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, it looks like your partner feels as if you need to make a decision, that you need to take action in a situation. It could also be that this is where they are at with the Lover's card, that they are at a point where they need to make a decision. They need to take action. They need to decide on what they want and go for that. But they are 2 lovely, major arcana cards here. So this is a very important decision for your partner. This also represents you, the Emperor card here. Also represents Taurus. I think love is around you. I feel like for some reason I'm feeling like this is also a message for you, where you need to make decisions for yourself, I think. Again, this is very much about sorting the wheat from the chaff when it comes to making a decision around love. Understanding what it is that really fills your heart with joy and what just makes you kind of happy or comfortable. So yeah. And it's about keeping those ideals and going for what it is that you want and not settling. Again, with the Lover's card here. Again, it's about destiny. Wanting destiny to kind of make things or get a sign as to how to move forward. That's how your partner may be feeling at the moment, but they definitely feel you know, if it is your partner, you are with someone, but you're feeling lonely, they are at a crossroads. They are at a point where they don't know how to make a decision, or what decision to make. This could also be someone who has made a commitment with the Emperor card here, and this representing you, like they have made a commitment to you. Okay, so this could be someone that has decided to be with you as well, and they want it to be long term and to be committed. It could be you who's kind of like dragging their feet a bit. It could be you who's like, well, I don't know, I'm quite happy on my own actually, you know. I'm actually kind of comfortable on my own. Yeah. You know, I don't really need anyone, to be honest. Yeah, so you could be quite enjoying your alone time, but at the same time, it's like, again, you're just maybe not wanting to settle. But this person seems to be quite confident, I feel, about you. With the Lovers card here and the Emperor, that's quite a decisive energy, I would say. So I feel like this person is set on you. They're not going anywhere, and they've made a choice to be with you, or they're in the midst of making a choice. Like but I think a commitment has been made. There's a commitment here. So yeah, this person. Sorry if I'm just going all about the place, but yeah, this person is showing that they would like to be committed or are committed to you and possibly the process. So we've got the Four of Wands and the King of Swords for the past. So there's this Aquarius energy again. So it could be that you're dealing with an Aquarius, or there's strong Aquarian energy here in this person's chart. It looks like you, I think you saw them as someone quite special. Okay. Currently, you're maybe a bit hesitant. I mean, it makes sense. Taurians usually take their time when it comes to dating someone and getting to know them. Yeah, physically things might move quickly, possibly, maybe. But in terms of actually making a commitment and being with that person, I think it does take you a bit of time to take these people, let people into your life. And you work quite hard to build a nice life for yourself and security for yourself. I think you're very careful about who you let in. Okay. And in the past, I think you saw someone that could be like it's an inspiration, like with the star cards. You saw someone that could be someone that could be in your long-term future. And with the Four of Wands here for your partner and the King of Swords, again, we do see commitment, stability, togetherness, family connections as well in the past. But I think this is a commitment. I feel that maybe there has been a kind of a sexual connection between you two, and it has brought in a certain amount of stability into the relationship. Like the relationship has been consummated, I guess you could say, or you've taken it to that level where you're no longer friends, but you're now embarking on a romantic relationship. And that's how your partner feels, like they are embarking on something, like they would like to have something secure, I think, with you. And they are the King of Swords. So you could feel like this person's slightly detached as well. And this person could be a talker. I did mention that before. Someone who likes to talk a lot. Gemini as well here. Could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. And yeah, they I think they've come out as the king. So they're quite serious about this. It's quite a mature person that you're dealing with as well, very intelligent, and they know what they want. They have a clear mind. They know what they want and what they don't want. They're not like, you know, responsive to their emotions and stuff, and I don't know, they either like you or they don't like you, you know. And I think this person definitely likes you. Okay. And I think you see them as a bit of a star. Like, this person could potentially be someone quite special, but do I want to let them into my world yet? So, yeah, don't want to let them into my world yet. We've got the Chariot card here. You are, sorry, follow on to that sentence. You are not willing to let them in because you want to make sure that they're on the same page as you. Because once you go in, you're going to go all the way in, you know. And you want to make sure that they are destined, that this is destiny, that it's not just fun, you know, in the four-poster bed with a very sexy King of Swords, you know. I think you want to know there's more than that. Is this person offering you more? And I think this person recognizes that you're really not settling and you're not going to just accept the minimal. And I think they like that. And I think you maybe being so sure kind of has left them feeling quite sure of where you stand. And that's probably, I think, made them want you more. But you're thinking this person has to be the one, or they have to be, you know, someone special before you're bother. So we've got your card here, Taurus. We've got, okay, base of the deck, we've got 7 of Pentacles. Another 7. So yeah, you're wanting something to be destined, or maybe this is destined. So the 4 of Swords here, as to what is motivating your partner. Again, we've got the Libra card here. I think this is a Libra card. So this is about taking a break, not wanting to talk, wanting peace, peace of mind. This person may be slightly proud, in a sense. Here, with it coupled with the Empress card, it's like not proud in a negative way. It's like, I know my worth, so I'm not going to overextend myself here. I know my worth, and if you like me, you're going to come towards me. And it's like, that's how your partner may feel about you, that you're quite stubborn in what it is that you're looking for or where you're going. And so therefore, you may be, you know, feeling, or they may be feeling like you're quite quiet. Not really that forthcoming, kind of keeping yourself to yourself. And that you think a lot of yourself, like you're like, well, you know, I'll wait for them to come to me. Or it could be them feeling that way, like, oh, well, I'll wait for them to come to me. And it could be that with the Emperor card, they do want you to take action. They do want you to show that you're in it. Because right now you're the 9 of Pentacles. You're like, well, I'm actually happy on my own. You're giving off that vibe. And not even so much you're happy on your own, but you just don't want to ruin what you've built. You don't want someone to come in and mess up the place. You know. You want peace with the 4 of Swords. Even though you may feel like the 9 of Wands is difficult being on my own, you're like, no, but I don't care. I'm sticking to it. I'm not giving up. I'm going to ride the rough with the smooth, and I'm going to get what I deserve, what you feel you deserve. But it's leaving this person to feel, I think, quite blocked out. They would like, I think, to talk to you more. I think they do find you quite beautiful with the Empress card here. So if they haven't told you already, they find you pretty darn beautiful. The Emperor and the Empress card is here. So that tells us that this may very well be destined. The Lovers card is also here. okay, with the Four of Wands and the Star card. So Taurus, you may have found someone that is very compatible with you, and that could give you a long-term relationship. Or, you know, where you could share a long-term relationship with them. You are compatible. So yeah, if that's what you needed to hear, if that's what you weren't sure about, this reading does confirm that there is someone quite special here that you're involved with that has got potential, I think, to have a long-lasting relationship where you guys could settle together. You could, you know, have the house, the kids, and the dog, and all that good stuff. Especially with the Ten of Coins there. So I feel like this reading is to letting you know that if a relationship comes into your life in July, or you are in a relationship, and there is some kind of a crossroads energy where you feel like you need to make a decision in July, that this air sign, this Aquarius or Libra or possibly Gemini, they've all come through. Maybe it's the Virgo. I don't know. I think this is representing you actually. But I don't think it's the Virgo. I think you're in. I think you're happy where you are, and there is an air sign around that I think could provide you with what you're looking for. This person could have a lot of strong. This person could have their Venus in Virgo as well, if that's possible. That means that would make them probably a Libra then. Okay. So, sorry it's taking so long, guys. You know, my reading's going forever. Sorry. So, we've got the Seven of Cups. We're going to see how your partner is foreseeing the future, what they're projecting into the future, what they expect, and what they intend to do. How do they think things are going to go? How does Taurus's partner think things are going to go? Okay, so your partner's not feeling very optimistic. Ten of Swords, sorry. No, it's not funny, I'm sorry. This is all entertainment though, guys. It's tarot card readings. So, base the deck, we've got the Three of Swords. Okay, so your partner is not feeling very confident. They are feeling left out of the loop. It's just air. They're just hearing air. They're just not talking. This person likes to talk, okay? And you're like, I've got things I'm focusing on, okay? I've got this high ideal that I'm not letting go of. And your partner is like, hey, let's talk. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. I want to get into your head, you know? King of Swords here. They do want to get into your head. That's how they get to know you. You know, a fire sign might get to know you by seeing how you respond to situations, or in the bedroom, how you are physically, you know, how you look, how you carry yourself. An air sign will want to know how you think, you know. So we've got another, this is a Gemini card here. Then we've got the Ten of Pentacles though, which I think is your card. So they think that it's going to be a headache with the Ten of Swords. They feel like you're, they're just not feeling hopeful. They may feel like they've put a lot of work into it and they expected a lot more from it, and they're not going to get it. This could also be that your partner feels that all this hard work and waiting will pay off with the Ten of Pentacles. That as stressful as this is in their head now, that in time it will change to the Ten of Pentacles and there will be a new dawn. That they've, you know, they feel like eventually, no matter how crap it gets, no matter how hard it is, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna reach a point where it can't get any harder, and then it will get better. So this person may be being very patient. Sorry, being very patient, and again, keeping their eyes on the goal as well. Because they want the Ten of Pentacles. You know? They want something to be proud of. And maybe they know that it could go either way. They know that with you, it can either be all or nothing. It's going to be all or nothing. And I think it's giving them a bit of a headache. And I think they're going to feel like it's giving them a bit of a headache by overthinking it. This person may be not only a talker, but maybe a bit of a thinker as well, an overthinker. They could also see you as overthinking it as well. Like not being optimistic about a situation and only seeing the bad things. But it looks like here, you may not trust what's on offer. You may not really see what's on offer. You may feel like you're just confused, like you don't really know this person well enough to make a decision. And that you don't, you may feel so kind of overwhelmed with emotion. This person could be very forthcoming, be very the lovers with you, be really, flirty with you and stuff, and really show you that they like you. But maybe you're just like, I don't know, I need to see more of you before I let you into my world. Okay, so this person is stressing out about it, but they're hoping for the 10 of coins just like you. So you both want the same things, and maybe you're just like, no, I just don't think you're the one. You could be feeling that way. And they are worried about separation. They're worried that all this hard work they've put in is not going to amount to anything. All the talking that they've been doing is not going to amount to anything. Again, that was the Libra card. Could be a Libra you're dealing with. Air signs are coming through strongly. But having said that, you may have strong Gemini in your chart too. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we do have the Chariot card again, to clarify the outcome for your partner or the person that you could be dealing with. So in the near future we've got the 5 of Cups and the 7 of Wands for your partner. Again, both of you feeling quite defensive and upset about, you're just defensive. You're just like holding out. It's like you're being stubborn, possibly because of past disappointments, or possibly through newfound wisdom that you have. You're like, no, I know what I want and what I don't want. And this person may feel kind of left out in the cold, unloved, very regretful about how things have gone, unsuccessful, and at a point of change, feeling like, the 5 of Cups would signify a point in the relationship where things start to kind of go downhill, or that's the first blip kind of in the relationship. It's like there's a change, in this person's feelings towards you towards the end of the month. If you continue to be resistant, it looks like your partner will then also become defensive. Because I think this person, if they are being represented by the Empress here, and if they are the Libra, you could say, who does kind of think a lot about themselves and doesn't always like to chase, maybe, and they maybe want you to take some action with the Emperor. They could feel like, hang on, I don't need to be extending myself so much. This person hasn't shown me any love, so why should I keep on fighting for this? However, it's not the 9 of Wands. This person does not want to be single. They want it to work out. It's like they're still kind of holding on out of will, pride, and ego, maybe. Or maybe they are looking back to say, like the 7 of Wands is almost like we're almost there. We're almost there, But it's heartbreaking for them, having to be patient. But then they've got the Chariot card now. So towards the end of the month, it's that same thing where you're both determined. You're determined to do your thing and to reach your goals, but they're also determined, I feel, to be with you. Okay. Or to reach their goals and to fulfill their mission or whatever they want to do. But this does talk about a calling for me, the Chariot card. It's like a calling. It's like something you just have to do, and that you feel committed to or bound to, or you just want to do it. You just have to do it, no matter what. No matter what. So this person is kind of a no matter what kind of person. This person's quite resilient, quite strong, and they are, I think, quite determined, even though they do feel quite lonely and feel quite emotionally unfulfilled. I feel like they haven't achieved that emotional connection with you. They may get defensive, yes, and get quite proud, but at the same time, they're not giving up. They may even be confrontational with you in this card. They may even become confrontational. Okay. And be like, what's going on? I want you to tell me if you want to be with me or not. You know, and you may be asked to kind of speak your truth in a way or to defend yourself. But this person's not going to just give up like that, because like this person's going to want an explanation. They're going to want to know what's going on. They're a talker. So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take this through to the extended reading. And I'm going to pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck to get some more kind of spiritual advice about how this relationship sits karmically. Like, what lessons are you actually learning? Again, looking more into how they see you on a spiritual level, on a more emotional, personal level, rather than in the context of the relationship. And I'll also be pulling some cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well to get some more messages from Spirit, some more advice and guidance as to how to move forward. And then I'll also pull some cards from the Thoth deck as well, as I've got that on my table. And we'll look to see the compatibility, what your strengths and weaknesses are as individuals whilst in this couple. And we'll really kind of break it down and see where we go. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm a little bit tired. And for some reason, it's just a longer reading. So I hope that you enjoyed it though. And thank you so much for your support. Hopefully I will see you on the other side in the extended reading. Take good care. Bye, guys. Bye.